I'll speak for myself. I wasn't.
Okay, so some of them are, some of them are not. So everyone has
I don't.
a different
I don't
arrangement.
know. I don't know about the other cast members, and I don't know anything about their contract or their payment. But for me, I was told I could not be like they can't afford me, so so they were
Okay,
going to give me a honorarium. That's what they call it, and
honorarium.
so
Okay,
yeah, which had to do with my styling, and that was
right.
it.
Okay,
So I wasn't paid. No
cool.
royalties, nothing, no payments.
No
I spent
appearances. Okay.
I spent at least 20 to 30 million naira of my own money, buying new designer things, buying these things I hate to do,
Mm, yeah.
and paying for more intense styling, which I don't know, just for everything to work out properly well. But no, I wasn't. I
Wait,
wasn't
Caroline.
paying. No, but you have to show up and turn up. No, I don't. We don't pay for the
Oh,
event.
okay.
We don't pay for the event ourselves. No.
Okay. Do you
I
know?
can't I can't I can't speak for them. I don't know their life. To be
Okay.
sincere, everybody I'm just knowing them on this show. I don't know Chama's life. I don't know Laura's life. I don't know what the issue is all about. I seem to be the one getting the heat from being called a follower to, I think from being like I'm the one getting the heat for being called a client and not a friend. So I don't understand the relationship between them. I'm watching the show like you. I met with the ladies. I've known Toyin before. I only knew, funny enough, when everybody says Caroline was Toyin's friend. No, we were not friends. I knew her in 2009 when I owned a record label then. So I got I got an endorsement to do the carnival in Lagos State before Lagos State started their carnival. I got it from Dora Akinyuli, and then I was producing my own TV shows and all those things. Like for people, I was writing. I used to do content producing. That's what they call it. And I saw Tony at the book club with Auntie Daisy, my ex-sister-in-law, and she said she was selling hair. From there, she collected my number. Then she got to know that I owned a record label. And she said she wanted me to do a show for her, a musical show, like musical concert. This was back in 2009. So everything happened within a month or a month and a half. It was between October and we stopped talking around it was September, October, and we stopped talking around October. So literally Tony and I were never friends. It was more of a business contract that went sour. That was what happened. So I knew Tony. Then Iyabo, I used to be an advocate. So I was an advocate for the Libya slave trade. We carried cardboards and all that. And we're walking on the streets. Yes. So Iyabo was one of the actresses that was walking on the streets with me. We went to, I think, the UN or something. It was opposite Boat Club on that Awolowo Road, if I'm correct. We walked all the way to, is it Commonwealth or ECOWAS? We walked, just advocating for the slaves in Libya, Nigerian slaves in Libya. That was how I knew Iyabo. We never exchanged numbers, by the way. But I saw her as someone that, always spoke out or spoke up for the less privileged or advocated for a good cause. That's Iyabo for you, especially what she did for the young girl, princess's daughter. That was how I knew Iyabo. Laura, I don't know Laura personally. I've never sat with Laura to have a drink before. I've never met Miriam before. Chioma, I've only been to Good Hair once or twice. I bought 4 wigs from her. This is, I think, around 2016 or 2017. That was the only time I've been to Good Hair, and the first and last time I went to Good Hair. That was it. So these are not women I've really sat down with to say, oh, you're my friend, let's have drinks, let's party. Even at the time I knew Toyin I've never invited Toyin to my house for a drink or even for lunch or dinner. Do you understand? I've never done that. All my friends, I used to bring them to my home. So when I met Chioma, I think Chioma also did not know these women, but she felt I knew them. Do you understand? Because she saw how Toyin welcomed me. She felt I knew them. So what happened was that Chioma now became closer to me because she felt that, okay, since out of all those women, Caroline seems to be on the same wavelength with me. It's better for me to just find. You see, when you meet women for the first time or people for the first time, you always find like minds. If you understand where I'm coming from, you find like minds. You first of all go to the like minds, and you start observing the other women to see who can become your friend. So that was what happened. Were we besties? No, we're not besties. She just felt comfortable with me. So, for instance, when we are getting ready for dinner for the outings with the women, I'll get dressed and I'm about to leave, and she'll call me, Caroline, where are you? I'm like, oh, I'm about to leave my house for the event. She said, oh, please, please come and meet me. Come, let's go together. Come on. You don't expect me to say no. We are not fighting. Do you understand? I'll say, okay, no problem. I'll come and meet you. When I get there, definitely Chioma will always be Chioma. She'll take her time. And I'm like, oh my God, we are running late. We need to go. We need to go. So I'm the one always making the phone calls. Oh, we are running late. We're this, we're this. We'll go there together. So I think it was comfortable for her to always go there with me. But the viewers will always look at it as if, oh, Caroline is following Chioma. No, I'm a one man system. I don't follow anybody. Everything, even with this fight with Laura, it is all in my head. I had tolerated enough and I was ready to do my bass by myself. Do you get what I'm talking about? But after the show, immediately we say cut. I don't go out for dinner with Chioma. I don't go out for lunch. I don't go to her house. We hardly even talk on the phone after the shoot. So it is basically for the show. Chioma has her own group of friends. You're going to see one or two on the show. She has her own clique. She has her own family. She has her own vibe. I have my own life as well. Once they say cut, camera cuts, we are done for the day, everybody goes back to their normal life. The only people that are really close are Toyin, Laura, and Iyabo and Miriam. Chioma and I is just the fact that we are comfortable with each other. So we find it more comfortable coming to the set together.
Yeah, we
That's
can
just
tell.
all.
I
Coming to the
have
set
follow-up
together.
questions.
That is just it.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
just to follow up on that, will you consider you and Choma friends?
The what? No, acquaintance. We are not friends,
Okay.
but we are acquaintance. Yes,
Okay.
maybe the next season, the next season. You see, I've learned so much in life based on personal experience with friends, the word friends. I've learned so much in life. It has nothing to do with Chioma. But before I tag anybody, my friend, I must know that you can take a bullet for me.
Okay.
So, yeah, so right now, Chioma is an acquaintance and one of the housewives on the show,
Perfect.
and I'm cool
You
with
guys
that.
are work
I
Yeah.
colleagues.
love
Yeah,
it.
we
Sorry,
get it.
sorry,
Yes, we're
guys.
work colleagues, basically.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. So I have a question regarding you and Tony, right? Because in the first episode,
Mm-hmm.
they made it look like you and Tony were friends, like you guys knew each other. Even
No,
Yabo was like,
no, no.
sorry, let me just quickly
Mm,
finish the question.
mm,
Even Yabo was like,
mm.
oh, I don't know why Tony is still hanging out with you, that Tony is still your friend after all the things you guys have been through, after all the things you Tony has told her about you. So for Yabo to say that, that means you guys had some sort of friendship. Maybe you broke before the show, but now you're saying you guys were never friends. You guys just knew each other as business partners. That's not making sense. Could you like
We
clarify
were
that for me, please?
acquaintances.
Larry, now she talk about herself.
Tonya and I
No,
were
I'm not
never friends. I don't think anyone can force friendship on an adult. Tony wanted to do a show at Oniru Beach, and I was brought in to write proposals for her so that she can present it to the investor for the show. We were never friends. The only person that can vouch for this is Swanky, but I'm not going to bring him into this. We were never friends. Tony has never been to my house to say, Caroline, let's come. Let me come to yours. Let me sit, eat. My friends used to come to my house and sleep on my bed. I've never invited Tony to my matrimonial home. Then when I was married, I only started talking to Tony within a month. I stopped talking to her. So I was also shocked when I was watching episode 1 and I saw Laura saying Tony told her things about me. And Iyabo said the same thing. And I'm like, why would you go about telling people things about me? But I'm not the only one she says things about. There's Swanky, there's Nengi, I said Nengi, there's, and what's Nina? Is it Nina? There are so many people. There are so many people she says things about, but it's Toyin. That's who she is. So no, I'm not Toyin's friend. She's not my enemy. it was just strictly business for her
Mm,
music show. That's all.
mm,
That's a new that didn't
okay.
work out.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank
You're
you. All
welcome.
right. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Larry. All right, to keep it
You're
moving. Doctor, I'll
welcome.
come back to you, I promise. Let me
No,
take
no.
Jill and I will
Please, may
come
I
back.
go first?
On the beach at that Iyabo's party, I was still skeptical. Not that I looked down at anybody, I was still like scared and hoping that, you see, this reality TV show that I've never done in my life, I hope it goes well for me. But it ended up in a way that we all had fun. To me, I felt when it was a girls' trip where everybody just went and they had fun. So the next episode being my boho party was kind of like shocking when I heard that Laura wanted to slap me. Because in all sincerity, I didn't know where that was coming from. I can't remember saying anything nasty about her at the beach house. Yeah. And then I'm here at the boho party and I'm hearing somebody wants to slap me. You know, it takes a whole lot for me to say, for you to say you want to slap me. I must have said something so damaging to you at the beach for you to say you want to slap me. Like, you don't just wake up and say you want to slap somebody. So,
Exactly.
yeah, when she came, I wasn't going to be defensive. No, 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 no. I was expecting her to say something about the beach. Then she just threw her sister into it, and I was taken aback because, there are a lot of us that have been wounded and we have healed from those wounds. Does not mean that the scar is not there. So when you take a knife and open the scar, you only awaken the person. Everybody has a beast in them, just that the beast is sleeping. You understand? So when you awaken the beast in someone, the beast is going to come out. And it brought out a lot of hurt from me that time because I felt if Laura really genuinely had an issue with me, she would have pulled me aside, not in front of the camera, and said, "Hey, Caroline, I have this issue with you. Is it really true it happened between you and my sister? I'm going to defend my sister anyway, but I really need to understand why you would say that." But it was more like an attack to me, and that didn't sit well with me. Do you understand? And then prior to that boho, prior to that boho event, I was told that Laura had said that Toyin had told her things at the beach. So here I am wondering, what did Toyin tell Laura that I said at the beach? Because I didn't say anything. Even during the game, everything about the game was shown. I didn't say anything. I was just laughing like a hyena. So what did Toyin, yeah, so what did Toyin tell Laura that I said at the beach? Because in amongst all of us, I seem to be the scapegoats, the only person that they picked out that said the most at the beach, which is
I mean, well, you didn't even say anything, which is
exactly, and I didn't say anything. So the
Yeah.
problem actually started from
They
the
saw you as
beach.
a weak link. They thought you were the weakest link.
Sorry. So the problem really started from the beach. And you see, from there on, my fear, the thing that didn't want me to come on this show started. So you imagine when you have some kind of fear in you and you go, and something is a phobia and something is telling you, don't go for this, don't go for this. And then all of a sudden that fear becomes a reality. So it was more or less like the boho became a reality for me. So I'm a Cancerian. The moment I see something like that, I withdraw and I don't know how to pretend. So when I do a withdrawal syndrome, when I have that withdrawal syndrome, sorry, everything begins to show my emotions, my attitude, my character, everything. You know that I've withdrawn from that because I'm there wondering who is the manipulative one here? Why is this person saying this? What is this person trying to achieve? Why can't we just have a peaceful show or peaceful moments, healthy drama? You understand? Why is someone whispering or instigating things that do not exist? I didn't understand what was going on. As I am up to now, I still do not understand it. You get so I'm sure we've all watched episode one. I'm actually watching. Funny enough, we are all watching the show just like you guys. So we don't know what is going to happen in episode 8. We don't know what the editor is going to edit or show. All of us are just waiting like that. Like, oh my god, what's going to happen in episode 8? So we are all anticipating like you guys. Do you understand? So that is one. I think I've answered that one with the whole Laura issue. So no, I don't have any issue. And being defensive, yes, I would always be defensive because the show has now come across like a show where everybody is there to attack. Like there is somebody coming with a bag of issues that you don't know anything about just to throw at the table. So I had to build a wall and I had to it's like you're literally at the edge ready to defend yourself. That is how it is. So I would use this word. It became toxic at some point in time because you're smiling with somebody now, you're laughing, you're having a drink. The next day, they are frowning at you, or they are saying that you do not smile properly at them. You gave off this bad energy. There's always a problem. So it's like walking on eggshells. Chiga, it was like walking to me. It was all like throughout the show. It was like walking on eggshells. Like, who am I going to offend next? Who is the person that will cook up something and say, Caroline did this? Now, let's go to the text message. Yeah. Did I? No. Did I regret sending that text message? No, I did not afterwards.
What text message? I missed that.
Wait, yeah, it was this episode 7. Reason because the show aired for at least 3 months. And for 2 months, I was tolerating being insulted. I was tolerating all this manipulation, false accusations for 2 months from people I don't know. Now, I was on the set every 6 days in a week. I was on set 6 days in a week. I didn't work. I lost 3 major clients. I couldn't work. I'm talking for myself now. I hardly had time for my kids. I couldn't even travel to visit my kids, my boys' school in the UK. So I dedicated my time and energy to a show that every single time I go on sets with these women, there is always drama. You can't be having drama, even if you're a nagging wife or an abusive wife. Your husband will get tired of you at some point in time.
Very true.
You can't be on a show 6 days in a week and every single day there is drama. Every single day. Let's go have a cup of coffee, drama. Let's go drink water, drama. Let's go have dinner, drama. There is drama over what you wear, drama how you greet, drama what you eat, drama when you come late. And concerning the lateness, okay, when when we went for Miriam's dinner, at 9 p.m. a day to that day, my driver's father died. So I was stuck. My daughter closes school by 3:40. I still have the evidence on my phone. I sent a video video message to the team, telling them to apologize to Miriam on my behalf, that I will not be able to get to hers till about 5 o'clock because I have to pick up my daughter from school, bring her back home, make sure she eats. There is nobody to pick her from school. I can't abandon my daughter in the school premises because of a show. I can't. My daughter comes first, regardless. I had to pick her up, bring her home, ensure she's okay before I get dressed and start going there. Did I call? Did I leave messages? Oh, yes, I did with the team because they said they were already there.
You informed them prior to.
Yes, I did. I did. And then I even went further to say I couldn't drive myself down to Miriam's house, that they should please send me a car because I was tired.
How far is it from here?
It's actually far. It's far from... I live in Banana, so it's far from where I'm living. Yeah, further than that. Yes. So I told them to send me a car. So when they sent me the car, that was when I left around past 5. They told me that I should please pick up Chioma as well because Chioma didn't want to drive.
So you were the one that picked up Chioma?
I picked up Chioma. Now the team gave me a car, a driver to pick me up. Then they told me to please pick up Chioma as well because Chioma as well didn't want to drive. It would take us like maybe an hour and a half or 2 because of traffic to get there. So I went to pick up Chioma. Unfortunately, Chioma had a wardrobe mishap.
Where are you picking up Chioma from?
Chioma lives with me in Ikwe. So when I went to Chioma's house to pick her up, she had a wardrobe mishap. One of the team people was in Chioma's house. I told him, I said, please, I want the driver to drop me off at Miriam's house. And then they will come back for Chioma because I could see that the time it was getting late and I'm not someone that goes anywhere late. But what did they tell me? They tell me that if the driver has to drop me off at Miriam's house, it's going to take me about 2 hours because of traffic to get there. By the time the driver comes back for Chioma and starts coming back, that means Chioma will not get to that house till about 10 p.m. at night or 11 p.m.
So you had no choice but to wait for
Chioma. I had no choice but...
They asked you to wait.
Yeah, so I had no choice but to wait for Chioma. But you see, all of this will not be aired because it has to do with the team. So anything that has to do with the team will not be aired.
Yeah, but Caroline, so before you continue, I'm sorry to I know
Mhm.
you mentioned that you told the team you're gonna be late, because your daughter, and they should help you tell Miriam. But
Mhm. Mhm.
so is it that you couldn't reach out to Miriam directly? Why
I
did you
didn't
have
have
to reach out to
Miriam's
the team?
number. I didn't have
Okay,
Miriam's
okay,
contact.
okay, that makes sense now. Okay, all
I
right.
didn't
So
have Miriam's contact. And at that point in time, friends before, whatever, that is their business. But you can't keep passing your aggression to me. From your aggression concerning your sister, your aggression concerning Chioma, you can't keep passing it to me. Face Chioma and deal with the issue. Do you understand? So I was absorbing so much. I was absorbing from Tony. I was absorbing from Laura. And I got tired. In all sincerity, there were so many times I wanted to leave the show. I was tired. I'm a human being. I am bound to be tired. This is not my personality. This is not what I condone on a normal day. And because I was bounded by a contract, or sometimes, like Auntie Yabo sometimes will come and say, Caroline, just finish it, just finish the show, you're doing well already, just finish it, just keep pushing it, you're not a quitter. But sometimes I was tired because it seems you can't, like, you can't sit in a place and people will be happy for straight the whole event, they'll be happy. It is always one problem or the other. I was tired. I have every right to be tired of such an environment if it's very negative. And my darling friend that asked me a question, yes. So sometimes on the show you see Caroline so withdrawn. Sometimes when you see me, okay, I'm part of the show again, it's because maybe they have spoken to me that, oh, Caroline, you can do it. And I'm like, let me just quickly finish this 13 episode and be going. That is what was happening. If you are, what you're watching is different from what we went through. If you're physically in it, it is a whole different ball game. It's a
I
whole
can
different ball game. Like when I was late to the airport, I was sick all through that day. By 10 a.m. in the morning, they called me to ask me if I would be able to come to Abuja, that it would be nice if I come to support Chioma. I said, no problem. By 12, they called me to tell me that I should be at the airport before 2. They sent a driver to come and pick me, actually, to the airport. I did not know anyone was at the airport waiting for me. I didn't know because I was actually sick. I wasn't supposed to make Abuja trip. Chioma persuaded me, and the producers persuaded me to come. That it would be nice, that if because it's a whole, like, how many episodes, I cannot miss it. That was why I flew. I flew to Abuja with them. I didn't know. So getting to the airport, I walked up to Toy and I'm like, hey, hello. And the next thing is somebody snapping at me. Why did you keep me here waiting? Why are you late? I didn't know you were here sitting down waiting for 5 hours. Why would anyone keep you at the airport for 5 hours? Do you understand? Why would anyone do that
So
to you?
I think the show made it seem like it was something you did intentionally. So
So
almost behind the
yes,
scenes were
yes,
not
yes,
explained on the
yes,
show.
yes. But and then somebody tells you don't explain anything to the reunion, but the reunion will also be edited. It's not going to be live. I'm certain of that.
No, it's not going to be live, of course. There will also
Exactly. So a
be
lot of things will also be edited as well.
that's true.
Do you get? So that was why I went off, and in the text message, that was why I went off on Laura, because you can't keep dishing out things that you can't tolerate. So if you're gonna keep attacking me like that, I have to come at you and
I'm
give it back
prepared,
to
right?
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Thank you.
basically. So
Thank
I'm not
you.
sorry I gave it back. Sometimes we have to leave our throne to come and play in the mud.
Well, I
I'm not
like
sorry
that.
about that, actually.
Yes, you have a Chioma. Chioma, Amaryllis. Chioma, hi.
Oh, hi, Moyo. How are you?
I'm good, Chioma. How are you?
Okay, Caroline is here. My
Yes.
Yuko Pemperempe. So, oh my God. So, I'm gonna fangirl a little bit because I love Caroline.
It is quite sad. It is quite sad. I don't understand why. I don't understand why. But I don't understand why I would tell the team I'll be running late, and then they will not tell. They will not communicate that, because for what I'm saying right now, I actually have evidences of everything. I actually have evidence of that. And then so I got to the location. I got to, even when I was telling them I was going to be running late, they told me I shouldn't worry, that they haven't even started. That was
We
what they
told you
told me.
that.
So as at so as at five past five, they told me I shouldn't worry, that they haven't even started. That was what I was told. Then I got to Chioma's house to pick her up, and then we got there by 8 p.m. And in all sincerity, I was sad that we were late because we were actually very late. Now, there's a difference between going to somebody's house for dinner and going to a restaurant. This is somebody's home and she's inviting us for the first time. So that was actually out of the way. It was not, personally, I will not tolerate that. And that was the first time Miriam is inviting us to her home. She has a child in the home, and I'm sure the child wants to spend time with her mother as well before going to bed. So I apologized. In all sincerity, I apologized. And then I felt that, for me, when we talk about a certain issue on the table, I felt that that was just it. And if you notice, I kept on asking Laura, are you okay? Is everything all right?
Yes.
Even when we
Actually,
went to the bar.
yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
even when we went to the bar upstairs. Now, what you watch that looks like 2 hours was something that started from 8 p.m. and ended by 12 midnight.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Yeah.
so there was enough time for Laura to air her displeasure.
If she had any.
Yes, exactly. She didn't need to wait for 24 hours before airing her grievances. So we went upstairs, we had karaoke. I was even joking with her. I was playing with her friend, Cecile, I don't know, I've forgotten her name, giving them the microphone to sing and all that. I think everyone was just having fun. Everyone was laughing. Everyone was, you see, that's my problem. They would laugh with you, smile with you, and then tomorrow is another boom. You did not smile at me yesterday. So you're wondering, okay, where did this come from? I thought we all had fun.
Oh, we're
Well,
good.
yes, it was after the event that
Yeah.
she went and
Yes, it was after the event that she started writing all of those things and all that. And that was the first time, literally speaking, that was the first time I've ever been late. And that was because my driver's father died. And I informed the team. I didn't just send a text. I didn't send a text message alone. I sent a video message so that they can send it to Miriam and play it so that she knows that I'm really sorry about it. And it was a team that told me to wait for Chioma, to pick her up and wait for her.
I think it's the team didn't do well by not informing.
No, I think you know what? I would love to blame the team, but it's for the show.
Oh yeah, I get
It
that.
creates
Yeah.
drama for the show. It's for the show, so we need to
they knew
understand it
that
from
it was
that
going
point
to
of view.
be.
Yeah, because we can't all be kumbaya, and Mary Magdalene and Jesus on the show. We must throw punches. Yeah.
We have a day clubbing tonight.
I'm not going clubbing. We must throw punches. Wait, stay. We must throw punches on the show one way or the other to just for drama purpose as a producer. Yeah,
That's
so
true.
it is quite understandable. So when Laura sent the text message, now what people do not understand is after she sent that first text message, it was quite condescending because she said the team should warn their women. That was what she actually said. Yeah, she said the team should the team should call their women to order. That pinned my head because I was like, okay, are we that low to you that you feel that they need to call us to order? Do you understand? The same team that knew what was going on is the same team that is saying, and then I told her not to mention my name, that I was always early. The next text message before I started insulting Laura was that message where she wrote that the industry does not rate me. So she is the one that started the insult. She actually thought that it was Chioma that would respond to her. But I responded to her not because I'm fighting for Chioma. I responded to Laura because I've been tolerating Laura's excesses for 2 months. 2 good months.
And there comes a point in time where you have to just,
We did notice that you and Chioma, you guys are not following each other on Instagram. Are you guys still cool, or is there anything that?
Oh, good question. Good question. All right, Caroline, over to you.
Should I answer?
Yes, please. In all honesty, yes, answer that.
Well, in all honesty, something happened during the show that really broke my heart. And like I said, she wasn't a friend initially. She was just an acquaintance or a cast member who I liked a lot, but wasn't a follower. Like I had made it clear that because we both live in Ikoyi, so most of the time when we have to go for events, it's either when they provide a car, they want me to pick her up, or when I'm about to leave, she'll tell me I should come get her, things like that. So that was the reason why you would always see us coming together. You would always see us talking, and that was what it was. But after a while, I wasn't happy with some things that I noticed, so I pulled away. And I'm not someone that like Faye is my friend, and because of the kind of work she does and the work I do, we hardly see, but we always communicate. Do you get? I'm a one woman train. Like I move on my own. I only surround myself with people that I know that have my back. But I wasn't so happy about a few things. So
You gotta beg me right now to talk. She's a betrayer. Point blank. Period. Just
Don't
say
tell
it. You don't have to go into details.
me.
So wait,
Chioma is a betrayer.
so
She's a.
does this
Don't
play out on the show? Are we going to see it on the show?
Please, who betrayed
You
her?
see
No,
it
no,
from
you're
the
not gonna
next
say that
episode, I'm
now.
sure. You can
Okay.
see it from the next
No, no, no.
episode.
Please,
Okay,
who
so
betrayed her?
quickly,
No.
so did someone unfollow someone first? Just all the bit details, you know.
I
So
am the
the
one that unfollowed. I'm the one that blocked.
Oh,
Yes.
You
oh
blocked her.
blocked.
oh, there's a
Yeah.
Oh,
blocking.
good.
Blocked.
Oh,
Jesus.
really? Chioma
Oh,
That's T
betrayed you?
right
Oh my God,
there.
you like Chioma.
someone is on the blocking
See,
list.
that
she,
Oh.
she betrayed her. Let me say this. She betrayed her big time.
Oh
Like
my God.
it's disgraceful. You know,
I know this
Can I
I don't
ask
like
a
it very
very
girl
much.
quick
end of
question,
it.
Caroline? Can I ask a very quick question?
Yes, please.
Is it that she told you something about another cast member?
Is it
Then you brought
betrayed?
that
No,
thing up and then she
no, she's
denied
not
it.
gonna answer that, but I can answer it. No, no.
so no. I feel like
Caroline, give us hints, please.
Caroline,
We need
No, no
more.
ins.
can you just
Also,
Especially
please, I want to chip
especially
in
since it's not
something.
playing out on the show. We need more.
just a little
I would like to chip in something, please, on this fashion thing. Please, when designer does not mean you are stylish, you might be dripping.
Thank you,
Dripping is
thank
designer,
you.
but style is not designer. You see that Valentino
Exactly.
t-shirt and Valentino skirt.
Exactly.
Chioma was to have drinks with Miriam. I'm sorry, that look was local. Like when you
How is
wear
it
too much
local?
logos, you look local.